Hi friends, welcome back. Today I'm excited. We are doing Creating Perfume Round 2. I have another formulating kit, this time the one inspired by Chanel No. 5. We are going to whip this up. I've heard there are a couple changes to the process, what you get since my last video, which was only like a month ago, 3 weeks ago. But I'm looking forward to putting this together for a couple reasons. First, I heard there were some changes, and second, we are going to compare this with the real thing. Not only the real thing, with a blend that I blended back in April of this year, April 2024. We did a how to make perfume like Chanel No. 5. Funny enough, given the, classic, absolutely, what superlative can you use for Chanel No. 5? Okay, it's a bit dated, it's old, I get it, but it is like the pinnacle of of perfumery that like everyone knows, or at least your moms know, your aunts and uncles, your aunts know. I made a formula for that in April. It was based on a 1980 patent, and we are going to smell the real thing, and we're going to smell what we get out of this this formulating kit. So let's unbox this. Let's see what we get, and let's give this another try. Okay. Again, I really enjoy this packaging, just how they all fit in here. I do enjoy that. You may not know, but I am working on launching fragrances of my own. More details to come, but it has been a real adventure trying to find packaging, bottles, boxes, labeling, yada, yada, yada. It's been very interesting. So I really I just appreciate things like this. Okay, let's see what we got in here. Inspired by Chanel No. 5. Oh, and the first thing I notice is we have the formula card right on top. And this I appreciate. I was sent a heads up that this should have been here on with the Baccarat Rouge inspired formulating kit that I got. But, they just dropped the ball on that one. No harm, no foul. I've also been told this is on the website, that the formula for these are on the website. Now, I will have to dig around a little bit and see if I can find it. I haven't looked too hard, but I'll poke around. But I'm glad it's here. So it looks like, okay, we have an aldehyde note, a rose note, ylang jasmine note, spicy wood note, okay, and sandalwood musk. Interesting. I wonder the behind the scenes perfumery involved in each of these notes, because Chanel No. 5 is certainly a complex formula. It's a thick formula. Of course, it's just like every other fragrance. It's made of accords, a bunch of accords put together, adjusted so that, some notes and some accord don't clash with the other notes or other facets of another accord. But, long story short, it's just a bunch of accords thrown together. But I wonder how you pick, because I still run into, issues, for example, when I have Damascanone. Do I put that in my fruity accord, or do I put that in my floral accord? That stuff I am still working out, but I'm looking forward to smelling these. Okay, here, let's get these out, because we are going to need to put the droppers. I know this is going to come with droppers. Okay, and we got to keep this out because this is where our formula is. Cool. Next up, droppers. The little droppers. I'm just going to get all these out. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Great. So far, so good. What's in box number 3? Ooh, I didn't. Crafting Luxury. one drop at a time. Again, I'm taking note of this just as a person who's actually looking for packaging materials. Okay, and perfect. And here we have the spray, the atomizer. Just going to put these off to the side. And we have the small little vial in which we are going to blend our fragrance. And again, I love the branding. This is starting to sound like a commercial. It's not my intent. I'm just, this is where my brain is at with trying to figure out what it is that, you know, that I want to see in my own stuff. And this isn't just perfumery things that I'm looking at this way. It's, you know, I'm looking at the wrap that people put on their cars and like the signage that people put, you know, I don't know. That's just where my brain is at right now. So hang with me. Last but not least, I think what I'm hoping is the, we need scent strips, right? Those small scent strips. Okay, we still got these cards. Yeah, still got the cards. We've got our funnel for the end stage, and then labels, wonderful, and finally long scent strips. Long scent strips. I got such a kick out of those itty bitty scent strips last time. Such a cool idea. The booklet, very cool idea. You know, they just need to be this long. And one thing I do appreciate about the other scent strips, even though they were a little too small, when you have a scent strip that ends in a triangle, with the right size bottle, you can dose your dip perfectly. The rule of thumb, if I remember correctly, is that you want to get about 1 centimeter of the scent strip into the juice. If it's neat, you know, if it's diluted, you want to get about 1 centimeter. This is nice. This is a little bit, just a touch more firm than this. It's pretty close. These might be the same scent strips actually that I have. So these are going to work great. I know how these function. These are going to be great. But anyway, with the triangle tip, when you put it into the bottle, see my vanilla here, the way that the triangle kind of bumps against this is it gets in the perfect amount. It gets in the bottle the perfect amount. At least that's the way I perceive it. I haven't had any of those sweet triangle scent strips since we had the itty bitty ones for the Baccarat Rouge inspired kit. Okay, this is a mess. Look at how messy this is. I am going to get rid of the caps. I'm going to put on the droppers and we're going to go from there. Okay, so let's start. Okay, aldehyde note. Zoom out a little bit more. Aldehyde note. Okay, nice. Occasionally, I will, when I used to use droppers in my in these bottles, I had a tough time gauging how much to fill it. So sometimes I'd put the dropper in and it would overflow a little bit because I didn't get the amount right. But so far, so good. Okay, we have our jasmine ylang note. Oh, you know what I do? You know what I want to do? I want to smell these first. I want to smell, and I'm going to use the blotters because I want to smell each of these notes first. Okay. That's the jasmine ylang. I'll still put the thing here. Let me write it down. I do not want to forget. Jasmine. Okay. Let's do our aldehyde note. I'll just grab one of mine. Okay. Okay, put that back in. Wonderful. Aldehyde. Next up, what do we have? Spicy wood note. Okay. Let's dip. Okay. this here. Spicy wood. I'm so interested to smell the spicy wood accord. Okay. The sandalwood musk. Who doesn't like sandalwood and musk? And then, oh, I didn't even tip this one. Come on. Come on, buddy. Here we go. Oh, and of course, oh, I didn't write down. I almost got in trouble. I did not write down spicy wood. And I need to write down sandal and musk. Cool, we got those dipped. Last one, we have our rose note. That is undipped, so we can use this. Okay. Rose. Rose. Last dropper. Okay. Okay. Rose, rose, rose. Okay, I want to smell that. I'm just dying to smell these. Let's smell the aldehyde note. Definitely aldehydes. What I appreciate about this aldehyde note is it's delicate aldehyde. Let me pull up a couple of the. I'm looking at. I have 3 different formulas for Chanel No. 5 type. I had the Bush Boak Allen patent that I did. I have a formula from Laboratorium, a GCMS analysis from Laboratorium, and then I have a sketch of a true like type formula because it's only like 24 lines, 22 lines. And I'm looking at the aldehydes that are in each of these. Particularly, I'm zeroing in to see if there's aldehyde C12MNA. Because that one, whenever I smell it, is just super dirty. But this is really clean smelling. It's still aldehydic, it's waxy. It's full, it's fatty, but I'm not getting that dirtiness that I typically get from the M&A. So that's interesting. Anyways, here we have our rose note. All right. Oh, this is nice. I'm getting a hint of ginger or like wasabi in this. It's an extra greenness to the rose note. That's kind of the vibe. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. It's wonderful. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. The jasmine ylang. There it is. Yep. Oh, this is like the heart of Chanel No. 5 to me. Is that jasmine ylang. This is lovely. I already like where this is headed. We have our spicy woods. Now I'm wondering, what is in the spicy woods? Okay, there's a fair bit of spice. There's a lot of eugenol in, let's see. Okay, so we have a lot of eugenols, and then we have patchouli, vetiver. Definitely spicy. Definitely spicy. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Like clove. You know, I'm getting clove spicy, not like cinnamon spicy, clove spice. Last up, sandalwood and musk. Oh. Oh. There's like a fruity musk in here. Oh, that's interesting. Something definitely fruity in here. It's nice. It could be a fruity musk, you know. Could definitely be a fruity musk. Occasionally, when I throw in something like ethylene brassylate, that can contribute a fruity note to me. Yeah. So it's not that there's necessarily a fruit molecule in here, only that there's a fruity aspect. This is not just sandalwood and your run-of-the-mill musks. Okay, let's get this going. So we are going to put this here. We have, first up, let's do from a large amount to small amount. That means we're going to start with our jasmine ylang note. There's 46 drops. There's going to be a total of 100 drops here. Ooh, and I'm going to weigh this. I want to see what 46 drops weighs. Let's see if we can get, let's see what 10 drops weighs, and we'll just kind of go from there. All right, here we go. 10 drops is 0.144 grams. Okay, let's do another 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. I'm expecting to see about 0.28, and yeah, we're about there, 0.279. Great, let's do another 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 30. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 40. Now we need 46, so let's keep going. 2. Got to reload. 3, 4, 6. Good. All right. 46 drops. That is roughly 0.636 grams. Lovely. I'm going to put this in here. One down. Let's tear that. And let's go to the next one. Maybe we won't go big to small because the next will be the spicy wood. But I want to add the rose note because that floral core I think is a big deal. Now, I wonder, there's a fair bit of ionones. There should be a fair bit of ionones in this formula. It's in here. It's in the jasmine ylang. That's where they put the ionones. Okay. Next, let's do our rose note. We have I'm thinking in grams. We have 0.14 grams. No, we have 14 drops. 14 drops. 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. So we have our florals in there. Let's add that spicy wood note. It's not like this fragrance is lacking in having body from the jasmine and ylang, but the addition of the eugenol, the clove, whatever you are using to contribute to that spicy eugenol note, that just builds it out even more. It just fills it up even more. So spicy woods, we want 21 drops. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. 10 more drops. 1, 2, 3, 10. All right. Okay. Next, sandalwood musk. 13 drops. Better reload. Boy, this is such an interesting one. Not what I expected with the sandalwood musk note. I'm not gonna lie. It's almost like there's methylanthranilate in here. I mean, honestly, or dimethylanthranilate. It's just got such an interesting fruit to it. Yeah, it's warm, it's soft, it is musky and sandalwoody, but I'm getting a hint of yolk or just that methylanthranilate. That's good. That's good. Forgive me, I cracked myself up. Next, and actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to shake this. I want to shake it like a Polaroid picture. And then I'm going to dip because I want to smell this sans aldehydes. Okay. And then we're going to dip it and perfect. Okay. So let's just we're going to write sans aldehydes. Ooh, I love these blotters. The paper is smoother. The thickness is roughly the same as mine, but the paper is smoother. It is slightly thicker than the ones I get off of Amazon. I find mine off of Amazon. I might need to find a different place. I'd say these aren't the most expensive. I have seen some, the stuff that the pros use where they are very thick. They're long, they're branded, but this is at least a step up from the ones I currently use. So these are nice. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, it's this. This is nice. I can already tell which direction we're headed. This is good. Okay, friends, let's finish it up with 6 drops of aldehyde. Of the aldehyde note. Six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let us shake. Where did I put? There it is. We're going to shake it. Shake it a lot. And then let's give it a dip. And then I'm going to let it rest. Now, one thing that is neat that I'd thought about is the fact that what we essentially have up here are accords. You could even say bases. For example, this sandalwood musk note could just be a sandalwood musk base. And one thing I've heard from many DIY perfumers, at-home perfumers, self-trained perfumers, is that at some point, I don't want to call it like you level up, but there's a point in your progress where you recognize that there's value in developing your own bases and then actually working from the base and modifying from the base, but that you start using perfume bases, things that work for you. And I just thought, here I already have some bases. I've got a sandalwood musk base. Sure, I've got spicy wood. I think this is more of a spice accord. Aldehyde note. Here's a nice mix of aldehydes. If I were experimenting with a fragrance and I didn't know which aldehyde to put in, I could put in this aldehyde accord. I could put in this aldehyde note. I wonder what would happen if I put this into the Baccarat Rouge inspired formula. What would that do? Would it help the Veramos? Would it clash? Like, what would happen? It's just interesting to think. I've got a very nice Jasmine Ylang Iannone Violet accord here. And I have done this where I don't know what florals to add, but I want this nice generic floral note. So I will go back into a formula where I remembered, ooh, I love that ratio of rose, jasmine, Iannones, Ylang. And I will just lift that right out of that old formula, modify it down to the size that I need, and I will add that blend. And this is nice because if you're just getting started, you want to make some, perfume at home. You want to wear a little something that smells like Chanel No. 5 and have fun while you're doing it. Again, I think this is great. And I'm still so surprised to see how many people are just so negative on this. And I get it. It might not be real perfumery because you're not doing all this. Still, Still, I don't think you can change my mind. I think this is just this is a gateway drug, okay? This is a gateway drug into the amazing world of perfumery. Not only is it a gateway drug, you get these cool little accords you get to play around with. You can mix and match with other formulation kits, and you get a fragrance when you're all done. You get something you can wear. So I can't hate on this. I think it's, you know, good on them. Okay, we made our, I've been talking for a long time. I apologize. We're gonna let this chill, okay? What I'm going to do, I have on 3 strips, I have Chanel No. 5 Original, Eau de Toilette, Eau de Parfum, and then let me Google what this is really quickly. Okay, Eau de Toilette, Eau de Parfum, limited edition Eau de Parfum. And then here, I have 2 blotters. These are a blend. Each of these is the patent formula that I blended in April. The first one is a 10% dilution. The other one is a 20% dilution. And both of them have minor adjustments, minor changes as far as what's in here, because my organ has changed over time. I didn't have to substitute certain things. So I'm smelling these both at the same time to evaluate those. But we're going to smell the original EDT, all right? And it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's warm, it's floral, it's aldehydic. It's Chanel No. 5. I mean, come on. Okay, let's get acquainted with this EDP. This is virtually the same, except it's slightly more animalic. There's a dirty note to it. Yeah, something a touch more animalic. It's almost like there's a little tonka tone in here, like a little deer musk, you know, deer musk reconstitution, but on the Uranus side. That's almost the vibe that I get. All right, what's this limited edition EDP? Oh, that's different. Okay, this is much fruitier. Darker fruit. Wow. Ooh, this is really nice. This is really nice. Chanel, good job. Good job, guys. Okay, let's smell first. Let us smell the batch that we made in April. If you followed along and you made it, this is the stuff. This was based on a patent from 1980. This was posted by Perfume Archaeology on Instagram. I know. I don't know why everyone says I shouldn't take that Instagram seriously. It's almost like people think that, you know, I can't think for myself or something like that. But I get it. It's hit or miss. Perfume Archaeology is hit or miss. I've had misses. When I've had misses, I've contacted Matthew. This is my experience. I don't know what your experience has been. And I've let him know, hey, dude, this isn't quite what you thought it was. Just giving you a heads up. And he'll pull it down, okay? But when it's a hit, it's a hit. And sometimes it's close. You know, sometimes it's close or it's in the style of, it truly is a type formula. Anyway, maybe it's just I'm not a hater. I can't hate Creating Perfume. I'm not going to hate Perfume Archaeology. It is what it is. I don't attach a judgment to it. I just use it as I need to try to keep progressing in my own personal journey. I hope you do the same. But let's smell what we blended on that patent. This is really close. This is really close. It's closer to the EDP. Maybe the aldehydes are a touch heavier. Yeah, there's a warmness on the EDP that's more pronounced. No, maybe it's closer to the EDT. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Okay, That's good to know. The stuff we made in April, solid. Solid. And if I remember correctly, that particular formula was expensive. It was very expensive. Okay, let's smell. Creating Perfume inspired by Chanel No. 5. Keep in mind, this is fresh. This hasn't matured. This hasn't done anything. It's good. It's good. Let's smell it to the EDT. I barely notice a difference. There is a subtle difference. It's very subtle. Of course, this is inspired by. You can't make the real stuff. You just can't make the real stuff unless you are, you know, the manufacturer of the fragrance. But this gets us really close. Nice. I'm interested, per usual, interested to see what this smells like after the materials have a little more time to blend together. Yeah, the accords have had time to blend together themselves, but now that we've mixed the accords, there's some work to be done, you know, in those interactions and the bonding and whatever happens in the juice. But yeah, you know, again, I'd say kudos to Creating Perfume. You know, I will say, I've still got this. Elysium, 100 milliliters of Elysium. And I will do a review of this. It'll be a quick review. When I know you guys have been so patient waiting for this. When I review the Elysium type that we made on the channel and then compare it to the real stuff, we'll also compare the Creating Perfume Elysium inspired concentrate that I got. Because that was pretty cool. You know, that was pretty cool to do. Okay. All in all, I like this. Again, this is great. I think this is great. I think this is a gateway drug. It's a great way to dip your toes into the pool of perfumery. You can hold on to the, you know, to the accords or bases, whatever you want to call them. You can mix and match with other formulating kits, which I think is pretty cool. I do appreciate how they changed the blotters. I appreciate that. And yeah, all in all, I can't complain. I do think I'm done with the formulating kits, unless they change something again, and I just want to see what they're up to. But I think this is great. I may pick up another one of their concentrates and test another one of their concentrates. It's not like I need it. I have so many trials and batches, and I've got so much stuff. But again, I'm just interested to see, you know, what other people are doing out there. And yeah, just check it out. So thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time.